What's up, everybody? This is Steve Strelacci, and today I have a day off in Poland. We're currently on tour. We're in Międzyzdroje, Poland, and it's pouring out. So I wanted to come on here and talk a little bit of Helix with you guys. Helix, HX Stomp, whatever your preference is. And really the thing I wanted to talk about is why I've transitioned to only using Stomp mode. I no longer use Snapshot mode. I no longer use preset Stomp mode. I don't use any of the hybrid modes. I literally only use Stomp mode. And the answer to why is very simple. It's because of Command Center. I know I've made a bunch of things on Command Center so far, and if you haven't seen them, there's a bunch on the channel pertaining to Command Center, but I wanted to show you what exactly I'm talking about here. So your global settings give you choices of what you want your floor layout to be, what you want your pedal board to look like. And typically it comes in preset mode, which I don't understand at all. But if you hit the mode button or the stomp / preset / snapshot button, you know which one I'm talking about. It takes you to the blank canvas, and that is where I always recommend people to start from. First off, you can assign your pedal board just like you normally would. Stomp mode means that you're able to assign it as a stomp box, as a pedal board. So it makes the most sense for people who are first timers, who are newbies to the HX ecosystem, but it's now become the more advanced way to do things, in my opinion at least, because you can do so much with Command Center, and I want to show you what I'm doing currently. I simplified everything this tour. My main gigging preset, I have it linked below if you want to check it out. I went back to just plain old pedals with maybe one snapshot, which, I mean, realistically, I don't even really use it. I just use it as pedal board. But I built this little preset. I called this Stomp mode. I don't know how it sounds. It's an okay preset, but I really just wanted to show you conceptually what we're talking about here. I've got 4 snapshots. I've got a clean, ambient clean, a crunchy, and a lead. And what I've done here, if you go to your Command Center, you'll see that on foot switch 1 here, this is an HX snapshot command. So you have all these options when you're in your Command Center, but I assigned this that while I'm in snapshot 1, so while I'm, again, keep that in mind, I'm in snapshot 1. You can see that up here in HX Edit. On snapshot 1, on my unit, I now can click my foot switch, top left foot switch, takes me to snapshot 2, and now the button press turns into snapshot 3. I press it again, we go to snapshot 3, and now my press becomes snapshot 4. I press it again, now I'm on my lead snapshot, which is snapshot 4, and that foot switch now will take me to snapshot 1. So I've got a full cycle of 4 snapshots on one button, and I'm able to keep all of my other normal bypass assignments, like I can bypass the distortion pedal or the chorus or anything that I want to do right there on the pedal board. Now, to set this up, I get questions on this quite often as to why, when you set up Command Center, does it not automatically do what you want it to do in your head. You've really got to be careful with this. So look, I'm going to clear this. So I just cleared my Command Center totally. Now I have a blank foot switch on the top right. You can do this with whatever foot switch you want, but let's say this top right. Okay, things you need to keep in mind. You're currently on snapshot 1. Okay, so while you're on snapshot 1, this will only be a button on snapshot 1. So I want this command to be HX snapshot, and when I press it, I want it to take me to snapshot 2. You could do next or previous, whatever you want to do, but just for example's sake, I'm doing it numerically, so that if you want to go 1 to 3, 1 to 4, 4 to 2, whatever order you want to do these in, that's completely up to you. So now I'm going to press the button, right? I'm going to hit that foot switch, and now it just took me to snapshot 2, as you see here. Am clean. That is my current active snapshot. And now my foot switch says snapshot next. So you see when I press it, it says next. I'm going to now change that to snapshot 3. You see where we're going here, right? So every time you go to your new snapshot, this resets as the HX snapshot button. So each time you have to press where you want it to go. So anytime you press your HX snapshot in Command Center, you have to now tell it where you want to go next. So now I just made this snapshot 4. That takes me now to snapshot 4. Sorry, it's pouring outside and there's cars driving by. That noise is coming through. And now again, this reset to next. I'm going to change this now back to snapshot 1. So again, currently on 4, lead snapshot, and that's now going to take me to snapshot 1. And there you see at the top. So now, okay, so you see top left corner, we have, it says ambient clean, but in the top right corner, it says we're on snapshot 1. The top right is current snapshot, and that button press is going to take me to snapshot 2. So I press it, boom, takes me to snapshot 2, as you see in the top right corner. And now that foot switch has now changed to crunchy, which is going to be snapshot 3. So I press that, takes me to snapshot 3. Now you see top right corner, we're currently snapshot 3, and now the button takes you to snapshot 4, and then back to 1. So always keep in mind what snapshot you're currently on and what snapshot you want to get sent to. Now, what does this ultimately do? Why this is amazing and the best part of using the HX, in my opinion, now you have availability to do whatever you want with the rest of the foot switches. So if, for example, I wanted to go to Command Center and this bottom right is an available foot switch, I can also take any of these. So even if you don't have a MIDI controller, I don't have one on my board right now. All I have is my HX. So these are the 3 things you can do, or you can do hotkey. You could even program this to change play, pause YouTube and fast forward on YouTube and stuff. It's really cool. And you can put your loop options there. You can also tell it to go to your next preset. So every preset in here is available for you to navigate to. So if the presets aren't next door to one another, say you have one preset really early on your list and then you have to jump to all the way to the back end, you can just go right on here, type in the preset number and jump to whatever preset you want and put that right on your board while you're in stomp mode. Again, the blank canvas stomp mode, the most flexible part of the HX stomp. You can also do other things. So for example, I've got the gain on my heir apparent. Say that when this is turned on, when I'm in my crunchy snapshot, I have this heir apparent turned on. And then while this is on, I want this to have more gain. They're coming for me. I want this to have more gain when I press it. So I have available foot switch on foot switch 2. So I'm going to make this parameter be controlled by foot switch 2. And now I have to go to the controller sign, and then I have to set my minimum and maximum value. So for example, if I want the minimum gain to be 2.4, and when I press it, I want it to go up to 4, for example. So you can see now when I press the foot switch, it's now turning the gain on and off as if it were a foot switch, but it's also changing the gain on the pedal in real time. So you could do this with multiple parameters. You can do this as a snapshot also, but if, for example, when you're on your crunchy snapshot, you don't want to take up a whole snapshot, especially on the HX, being that you only have 4. So you can assign, I think there's like 32 assignments that you can add to this. When I'm on my touring preset, I have a solo button that, where is it? It's source, foot switch 6. So all of these things on foot switch 6, anything that happens on foot switch 6 is my solo boost. So this is my touring preset. When I hit foot switch 6, all of these things right here, the mix, channel volume, drive, and the cut switch are all assigned to foot switch 6. So that's my solo button. No matter what snapshot I'm on, I press that, that's my solo button. So it's a really powerful thing that you can do with Command Center. And again, this is you're only able to do this in the stomp mode, which is what I'm pretty much doing exclusively on every single preset from now on. So that's a quick look at the limitless possibilities that you have in stomp mode with your Command Center. I highly recommend you explore stomp mode and explore parameter controls, parameter assignments, and of course your Command Center. So if you made it this far in the video, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.